we're almost like her girl group, like her background dancers, you know, like Sav's like the power straight in the front, and then we're just all in the back like, hey, don't fuck with Sabrina. Hey, we'll fuck you up. Hey, you feel me?
Sabrina Ionescu makes WNBA history with 36-point masterclass versus Sun. Liberty star reaches new milestone. The WNBA is no stranger to jaw-dropping performances, but what Sabrina Ionescu did on Sunday night was nothing short of historic. The New York Liberty star not only put on a scoring clinic, erupting for a season-high 36 points, but also etched her name even deeper into the league's record books with a feat that highlights just how special she is. Since being drafted number 1 overall by the New York Liberty in 2020, Sabrina Ionescu has done one thing consistently: make history. From her legendary days at Oregon, where she became the first player in NCAA Division I history with over 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists, to now becoming one of the WNBA's most complete players, Ionescu has evolved into the heartbeat of a Liberty team chasing back-to-back championships. And on Sunday, with Breanna Stewart still sidelined, Sabrina Ionescu put the team and the WNBA on notice. Sabrina's 36-point explosion powers Liberty past Sun. In what was expected to be a tight battle against the Connecticut Sun, the Liberty delivered a commanding statement, and it started early. Ionescu came out firing, scoring 16 points in the first quarter alone. She controlled the pace, knocked down threes, attacked the rim, and distributed the ball with precision. By the end of the night, she had racked up 36 points, her highest total this season, and led the Liberty to a crucial 84-71 road win. Her performance wasn't just about the scoring, it was about timing, leadership, and domination. She scored when it mattered most, hit big-time shots to halt Sun runs, and made sure the Liberty stayed in control from start to finish. Fastest player to reach 1,000 career assists since 2003. As if 36 points wasn't enough, Sabrina made WNBA history by becoming the fastest player since 2003 to reach 1,000 career assists. She reached this milestone in just 170 games, trailing only Teresa Weatherspoon, who did it in 135 games before 2003. That's not just a stat, it's a symbol of Ionescu's brilliance as a playmaker. She's not just a scorer, she's a floor general, a facilitator, and one of the best passers the league has ever seen. Her ability to blend scoring with vision and decision-making makes her a nightmare for opposing defenses. This record is yet another example of how Ionescu continues to cement her legacy among the greats. Sabrina's 2025 season stats are MVP-worthy. Let's break down her numbers for the season. At age 27, Sabrina Ionescu is playing the best basketball of her career. 19.8 PPG, among the top 5 scorers in the WNBA. 5.7 APG, top 10 in the league. 92.6% FT, 5th best free throw shooter. 1.5 SPG, top 10 in steals. Beyond the stat sheet, her leadership on and off the court has made her the engine of this Liberty team. She reads defenses, calls out coverages, and holds her teammates accountable. Whether it's scoring, setting up plays, or diving for loose balls, Sabrina is always in the thick of the action. Supporting Cass Shines in Liberty's 500th franchise win. While Ionescu took center stage, she didn't do it alone. Jonquel Jones had a stellar performance as well, dropping 21 points and grabbing 9 rebounds, proving once again why she's such a critical piece to the Liberty's championship puzzle. Meesseman, who was just signed on Friday, made her presence felt immediately. The 2019 WNBA Finals MVP contributed 11 points and gave New York an added dimension inside, especially with Breanna Stewart missing her 4th straight game due to a knee bruise. The Liberty, with the win, not only moved to 18-5 on the season but also celebrated a major franchise milestone, their 500th victory, making them just the 3rd team in WNBA history to hit that mark. Sun show fight, but fall short again. To their credit, the Connecticut Sun didn't roll over. Tina Charles put up 17 points and 8 rebounds, while Anissa Morrow nearly posted a double-double with 16 points and 9 boards. Bria Hartley and Marina Mabrey also contributed solid minutes. But despite their effort, Connecticut, who was chasing back-to-back wins for the first time all season, couldn't keep pace. They've now lost 6 of their last 8 and sit at a disappointing 5-22 record, facing an uphill battle to regain footing. Momentum shift in the third quarter. The Liberty took control early, leading 45-38 at halftime. They built their first double-digit lead in the third quarter when Meesseman's free throws extended the gap to 54-43. Despite Connecticut pushing back, cutting the lead to single digits multiple times, New York always had a response, usually through Ionescu or Jones. The Liberty led 66-57 going into the fourth and didn't look back. It was a complete team win, but Sabrina's fingerprints were all over it. Revenge game complete. Just 2 days earlier, the Liberty had suffered a surprising 78-62 loss to Connecticut in the same building. That loss stung. But Sunday was a different story. This time, New York flipped the script, avenged the loss, and reasserted their dominance, thanks in large part to Sabrina's explosive performance and leadership. The two teams will meet for the final time this regular season on August 25th at Barclays Center, and you can bet that game will have major playoff implications. Liberty eyes second consecutive title. With Breanna Stewart expected to return soon, and Meesseman now in the fold, New York is stacked. Add in Betnija Laney Hamilton, Kayla Thornton, and Courtney Vandersloot's veteran leadership, and you've got a roster built to win it all again. And at the center of it all is Sabrina Ionescu, who keeps proving time and time again that she's not just a star, she's a once-in-a-generation talent. If she continues this form, don't be surprised if she ends the season not just with another championship ring, but with WNBA MVP honors as well.
Well, congrats on the win. Sabrina, for you, working with Emma for the first time, I know it's a very small sample size, but how did your chemistry grow throughout the game, especially during that second half you guys took over?
Yeah, I mean, I think the second half was a great example of kind of being able to get the feel of the game, continuing to talk through what we see out there, and then I feel like the second half was pretty seamless on what we were looking for, how we were able to communicate. And obviously, I've never played with her, and so now it's trying to speed up the chemistry by communicating and being able to figure out what she likes, what I like, how we can get each other going, and how we can play off one another. And I mean, to be able to do what she did in her first game, I don't think many people could do. So I'm super proud of her and her ability to stay locked in from the first to the second half and come out and help us win.
And then for you, how do you feel after a game like that, and what did it mean to make this debut against Rashida Ball?
I mean, it's like Sabrina said, first half it's just getting thrown in there and having a feel for how this team plays. I've played with a lot of people on this team already, but always in different teams and different systems. So I have to get that system of New York with these players. And in the second half it got better a little bit, but I think every game, every practice we have, it's just hopefully it's going to be better.
Appreciate your time. That's the rest one.
All right.
I guess Sabrina, you could answer this one. Was it a little bit of just a relief that you feel like you guys were able to get back to Liberty basketball, just especially as the game went on, you guys were able to get that separation and that you guys feel like you can build on going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think when we went back, we watched film, we realized a lot of the stuff we wanted to clean up was in our control. And so I think we did that tonight. We executed a lot better, and that was something I think in the second half we really slowed down compared to the first time we matched up with them, where I feel like in the second half we almost sped back up, and that's what lost us the game. And so to be able to see how much we've been able to go back, watch film, and make the right adjustments, and then come out and play the way we did, just proud of the group finishing off this road trip how we wanted to, and now being able to get back to New York.
Sabrina obviously had the one hand in the first quarter, but how much did you just enter this game with the onus as one of the leaders on this team that we do need to end this game up, or this road trip on a good note, and you take responsibility for that by attacking the way you did in the first quarter?
I mean, just trying to set the tone. I wasn't sure what changes they were going to make defensively, and kind of just being ready on what it was they were changing, and just trying to play at my own pace and attack and find ways to get my teammates open. And so obviously it was a team effort. I mean, it took everyone being able to dig deep and be able to come out and be effective. I thought JJ was huge for us in her ability to get in the post and be able to just be dominant down there. And then obviously inserting Emma and being able to play high-low action and just so many different looks. I think the ball moved really well tonight for us.
I just have a question for Emma. This team, you know, a lot of your, I guess, highlights of this tonight were maybe hitting a backdoor, high-low, kind of, I guess, fundamental, you know, basketball staples. Is there a sort of, do you feel like this offense, I don't want to call it simple, but do you feel like it is like it is a natural basketball fit for you?
It's just how I got taught basketball. You know, I think basketball can be really easy. It's just like play to get a read of each other. And one of my mottos is just keep it simple. You know, we don't need all the show or something. If it works, it works. So I think that's how if you see somebody open, somebody cuts, just give the ball and it's a layup. You know, it can be easy.
Thank you.
But Spanny, just, you know, recapping this road trip, obviously didn't go the way that you guys wanted to, but again, ending on a good note, just how proud are you of the way that this team has responded to all the adversity and how you guys played today?
Yeah, look, really proud. You know, it's hard. Like I said, everyone, other teams are experiencing an injury thing, and we just unfortunately had to experience it with all our bigs out. So that's hard to win in this league with the other lineups that we had, and we leaned so much into, you know, the players, our big players playing really big minutes. So I think we showed how resilient we are, how we can stay together, because that's everyone faces adversity. It's what you're going to do with it. But it was really nice, obviously, to have Emma. It was easier for the rotations and the matchup. So really happy to integrate her and for her to come out and play the game that she did. So we know how she's going to add to it. But it's good to get one win. Now we have to go back and, you know, we probably owe Dallas. So we'll focus on that Tuesday. So it's kind of a grueling schedule that we're in at the moment.
Sabrina, your first 30-10 games since 2022. I know you guys as a team have gone through a lot of ups and downs, and you had the next thing earlier this season and see it individually, but where would you, I guess, describe where your team's at right now at this point in the season and how confident you feel?
I mean, I had 7 turnovers, so that sucks. I got to take care of the ball better. But obviously I think I said it, like just playing at my own pace. I mean, if you asked me if I would have scored 36 points on one made 3, that's not really what I had planned. And I think it's just the ability to play at my own pace, be confident in what works. And every game, it just looks different. And I think being able to be adaptable and understand ways that I can attack and continue to get downhill to the free throw line usually opens up the 3-point shot. And so obviously really happy with how we played. My teammates found me on a lot of cuts, and I think that's something I'm going to have to continue to do as teams are trapping, is just move really well without the ball.
We'll go over to Zoom, starting with Miles.
Hey, Sabrina, I want to follow up on that last thing you said there about the cutting, because having both Emma and JJ especially be able to be big that pass to you on that backdoor cut, how much does that free you up, not just to score, but also to then get that ball sometimes and swing out to the weak side and set up more teammates?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably one of the things that excites me the most, especially playing with Emma, is just her passing ability and knowing, obviously, people know I'm trying to come off for a pick and roll, but being able to set my defender up, cut, draw 2, and sometimes that leaves one of my teammates wide open. And so just knowing like the gravity of, you know, what I can do while cutting and moving without the ball, and then, you know, being able to also just attack downhill while moving without the ball.
We'll go to Jackie.
Hi, all. Andy, I'll start with you. You noted after Friday's game that the team had to get JJ involved a little bit more. How do you think the team did a better job of that? And how close to form do you think JJ is after some more passive performances during the past few games?
Obviously JJ is a big part of what we want to do. We put her in the actions. I think we found her in a lot of the roles, and she missed a few early that she's capable of making, but she just stayed resilient and tough. I gave JJ a break in coming back. She was a month out, getting reconditioned, and you see now she's finishing at a higher rate. She can push through fatigue a little bit better because she's got some more games under her belt. So I think we're close to that, but she's a big part of what we want to do. And you saw the chemistry, obviously, what Emma and JJ had in the high-low, and if someone can get it to her, and she can finish the rest off for us.
And Emma, for you, hi, nice to meet you on Zoom. You watched this team play on Friday, and the result was different. I guess, What did you notice when you were watching, and what did you think you were able to bring to help the team play better today?
A body. I mean, like Sandy said, like it's a hard schedule at this time, and there's a lot of fatigue. But I think just giving them some minutes, sometimes some glue, moving the ball, getting people open. Just beautiful basketball. Being part of that already in New York. So,
Thank you.
We'll finish in the room with Jeff.
Well, again, this question would be for Coach. On Friday, you mentioned you want to see the team work against Connecticut's physicality better. How, if at all, did you see that play out tonight?
Yeah, look, I thought we handled it way better, but I think it was more through our processes of getting, we got a little bit more corner activations. We were cutting, we weren't just forcing it. Still too many turnovers where we could be better at that. But, when we moved the ball, I thought there were some really good stretches in that second quarter when we got the separation. It was just through a lot of the ball movement, which is really how we like to play. But for the most part, I thought we showed a great crowd down the other end. It looked more like how we wanted to execute it. We're all connected. Yes, some little mistakes